Welcome to Midlife Unlimited Live for Five. I'm your host even. It's Friday. I'm Kate Porter, the Midlife Metamorphosis Coach, and I'm delighted to be joined by my episode 22 guest, Holistic Cognitive Hypnotherapist and best-selling author of Too Kind, The Survival Guide for Sensitive Souls, Zeenat Ahmed-Peto, to give a taste of our episode, which is available wherever you listen to your podcasts, How to Become Your Own Best Friend as a Midlife Woman. So welcome, Zeenat, my guest. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today.
Now, I talk a lot with my guests on Midlife Unlimited about shifting friendships in midlife. But in our episode, and there are so many golden nuggets, we actually shift that perspective to what really is the most important relationship that we've got, the one with ourselves, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I think the sooner we can become our own best friend, the easier life becomes. And I was just talking about this with somebody yesterday about just the feeling of having your own back, just the feeling of being in your own corner, sticking up for yourself and protecting those things that are really important to you, whether that's your time or your values, the things you find important in life. And it's wonderful when you feel that way.
Absolutely. And it's so true, because how often, and I know I don't like the word guilty, but we all do it, we speak to ourselves in a way that we would never speak to anyone else. We're cruel to ourselves sometimes. We beat ourselves up, don't we?
Yeah, I think that is something that's really, really common, and most people will have recognized that at some point in their life. And it may happen very automatically. And I often say, when you hear that voice, whose voice is it? Is it your own voice? Is it somebody else's voice? Does it sound like you? And also, where is it in relation to your body? Like, is it in your head or outside? So that gives you a few clues as to where you may have heard those things before. But once you tune into that voice, you can really manipulate it and change it. Change what it's saying, change the quality of it. It's really powerful.
And that is so powerful, isn't it? And it's so freeing, and especially at this pivotal time in our lives when we are rediscovering our identity. So many things are changing. Oh, and another wonderful nugget from our full-length episode, available wherever you listen to your podcast, is the whole idea. Now, superpower is a word in our world, it's used again and again, but it's very important. And we talk a lot about turning what we may perceive as a weakness into our superpower and realizing just how fabulous this makes us.
Yes, I agree. I think the thing that is most natural to you, that you've always had, even when you were a tiny little person, you may have had this trait, whatever that is. And it's a positive trait that I'm talking about, something which at the time maybe it was, you were teased about it, or people would even comment on it, but you can make that into something that's really your strength. So for me, it was always being very sensitive, noticing everything, feeling everything. And I used to think that was a terrible thing until I learned to make friends with it. And now I am able to use it when I need it and put it in the back pocket when I don't need it, because it's not always helpful. But to really just engage with those natural gifts that you have, which are, you don't have to try. And if you can use those to your advantage, then you're onto a winner.
Absolutely. And towards the end of our episode, you share some very powerful insights and lessons learned that you've got to tune in to hear, because I'm not going to tell you them now. But also all your contact details, because I'm sure there are going to be viewers and listeners to the podcast that would love to get in touch with you. They are all on the show notes for the episode that's available everywhere, and on the Midlife Unlimited podcast website as well, where you've got your own guest profile. And I know you've got an event coming up in London that details of that are on there as well, aren't they?
Yes, it's on the 20th of June. It's a full day retreat for the mind. And it's a place where you can come and just really work on all the things you want to work on personal development wise. It's a lovely beautiful place to come and relax and be taken care of and leave feeling really positive and have some really good tools in your pocket.
Oh, no, that sounds absolutely joyous. And also on there, you'll find details of my Spring into Action VIP offer at the moment. So we're going to spring clean what's up there. But it's lovely having you in my world. I'm delighted to call you my friend. But here's to celebrating us today, being our own best friend, and tuning into our episode. So thank you so much for joining me today, Zeenat. It's been my absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Kate. See you very soon.
Take care.
Bye.